Hey guys, Ashlyn here, and I wanted to talk a little about when we mess up, when we fall off track, and how important it is to not just slip by and say it happened, like recognize it, but in a way that you can learn from it, okay? So the difference with maybe there's three different ways you could probably look at when you fall off track, okay? So you can either be super negative, beat yourself up and say, I suck at this, and why am I even trying? I'm never gonna get there, and give up. We don't want that. The next thing you could do is say, okay, Ashlyn told me this isn't all or nothing, so I'm just gonna like push through it and I'm gonna come back tomorrow and I'm gonna try hard. That's awesome, but let me share one thing better, okay? Negative thoughts, don't beat yourself up. Yes, come back tomorrow and try again harder, but learn from it. Honestly, you guys, I don't care about the cookies that you ate. I don't care about the fried chicken that you got at wherever. I care about why you did it. And I think you do too. That's why you're here. You're asking for help. You're here for support and accountability. But if you haven't noticed, I am not like texting you every day. I am not bugging you and calling you and saying, hey, I didn't see you post your workout today, because you signed up for this. This is your thing. And I am here, and so is the group, and we're here to help you, but you have to show up. So this week, I really want you guys to focus on how you can maybe learn from these failures. They're not really failures, but these roadblocks, okay? So let's say last night, pretend I ate some candy. I really did. For me, I'm more lax on the weekends. I'm to the point where I'm not going to be 100% 7 days a week. I just don't want to be, okay? And that's sustainable for me. So I don't beat myself up, and I give myself a break and say, you know what? I worked really hard all week long, and these little bits of candy are not going to mess up all my results. So I keep going. But I'm going to recognize maybe the feelings that I was having. I'm a little bit stressed because I need to make sure that I'm reaching out to you guys a little bit more. I need to reply to some emails. People keep texting me, as you can hear. And so I get a little bit maybe stressed sometimes. And so that's when the candy comes out. That's for me, okay? What about if I'm tired and I'm traveling, I'm on vacation? What are some things? I just don't want to. I don't want to eat healthy. So those are some of the triggers that I have to recognize and say, okay, where am I at? For you, it may be like just that emotional attachment to food. Maybe it's a habit that every night you have a bowl of ice cream, or it's every time I go to therapy, I want homemade chocolate chip cookies. That's just like a mental, emotional attachment. I don't need them, but I can recognize that that's just my head. So here's a little trick, okay? And this is something new that I am learning myself, but I want you to do this weird thing, okay? So the next time that you're like, all right, there's a whole table full of treats, I'm at this party, and I ate healthy all day, but there's all these treats, so what do? You can do a couple different things, but I want you to do this. Just say out loud, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and decide. Okay, it's not an emotional, it's not a feeling-based decision. It's really your brain. And if your goal is to lose weight or to make this a lifestyle and maybe not eat as many treats, then your brain is going to kick in and say, you don't want that crap, and you're going to walk away, okay? So it's called the 5-second rule. So let's say for me, my alarm goes off and I automatically hit snooze. So rather than doing that, my alarm goes off and I say out loud, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I physically move. I'm physically just getting out of that situation. I'm not giving the other part of my brain a chance to feel and say, I'm tired. I can get away with working out late. I don't have to wake up early. So do that and try it and see how it goes and let me know, because I would love to hear back.